Nikola Tesla carried on with an existence of abstinence by decision. It is said that Tesla had ladies falling at his feet because of his splendor, popularity, great looks, and times of abundance. Tesla settled on the decision, accepting sex would sloppy his reasoning and guaranteeing that his virtue was extremely useful to his logical capacities. Later in his life, Tesla addressed on the off chance that he forfeited a lot for his work and not taking a spouse. Nikola Tesla rehearsed exacting chastity. So did numerous other very brilliant individuals. There is truth to it, however. You do have more energy and center when you don't peak. At the point when one uses their energy towards sex, they would pick that life, the spouse or sweetheart, and worth that over their work life. You don't see numerous men with an incredible sexual coexistence that make it to the top. I'm not talking famous actors or whatever, I mean men like recorded previously. Had they drained more sexual energy, it isn't that they are strolling zombies, it is that they invest additional time zeroing in on an alternate piece of their life or somebody else's. Dealing with the spouse. While you may contend is more significant, however, in the event that somebody invests more energy in the spouse, they lost their actual potential in whatever else it is they were doing. There isn't the ideal opportunity for both. When a man who has become well known intentionally decides to stay a single guy, the world is normally inquisitive to understand what the reasons were that actuated him to this decision. Marriage has come to be viewed as the characteristic thing for each ordinary man, and when some prominent man shows a firm assurance to avoid it, everyone puzzles over whether his better knowledge has uncovered than him some deadly imperfections in the establishment of marriage which are not clear to the normal individual. In any case, the public's interest in this regard is only here and there satisfied. The vast majority of the recognized unhitched males attempt to make their bachelorhood look like a joke, saying that it's anything but a matter of decision, but since they have always been unable to discover a lady who might wed them. Generally speaking, they are uniquely opposed to giving any genuine explanations behind their inability to become spouses. Nikola Tesla, the incredible researcher and designer, is a striking exemption for this standard. In a new meeting with an agent of this paper, he honestly clarifies why he has never hitched and why he most likely never will wed. Women, says Mr. Tesla, are becoming stronger than men, both physically and mentally. The world has experienced many tragedies, but to my mind the greatest tragedy of all is the present economic condition wherein women strive against men, and in many cases actually succeed, in usurping their places in the professions and in industry. This growing tendency of women to overshadow the masculine is a sign of a deteriorating civilization. Woman's determined competition with man in the business world is breaking down some of the best traditions, things which have proved the moving factors in the world's slow but substantial progress. Practically all the great achievements of man until now have been inspired by his love and devotion to woman. Man has aspired to great things because some woman believed in him, because he wished to command her admiration and respect. For these reasons he has fought for her and risked his life and his all for her time and time again. Perhaps the male in human society is useless. I am frank to admit that I don't know. If women are beginning to feel this way about it, and there is striking evidence at hand that they do, then we are entering upon the cruelest period of the world's history. Our civilization will sink to a state like that which is found among the bees, ants and other insects, a state wherein the male is ruthlessly killed off. In this matriarchal empire which will be established, the female rules. As the female predominates, the males are at her mercy. The male is considered important only as a factor in the general scheme of the continuity of life. The tendency of women to push aside man, supplanting the old spirit of cooperation with him in all the affairs of life, is very disappointing to me. Woman's independence and her cleverness in obtaining what she wants in the business world is breaking down man's spirit of independence. The old fire he once experienced at being able to achieve something that would compel and hold a woman's devotion is turning to ashes. Women don't seem to want that sort of thing today. They appear to want to control and govern. They want man to look up to them instead of their looking up to him.